Here we are on the back page of our revision sheet. I've noticed that they're a little bit cut off on the side. This is A, this is 20, and this was actually 8. Some of them photocopied okay, some of them cut those left-hand values off. So you can see it's problem solving and reasoning, where we've basically got to fill in the blanks. So we need to work out our A's to start with. Our result is A squared. We have a division here, which is index law 2. So A to the power of something, take away, this is really A1. Okay, A to the power of something, take away A1 gives us A2. So that has to be A to the power of 3. Because A to the power of 3, okay, we take our 3 and we subtract the 1 to give us our A squared, or to the power of 2. Okay, our result for the B base is 10 starting with 12. So 12 take away something gives us 10. It has to be B squared. Okay, so more clearly, this is written as A cubed B 12 over A B squared. Okay, so we had to find a value for the cubed and we had to find a value for our B squared. Okay, this one is 20 and it's saying 20 divided by something. Okay, 20 is our coefficient. 20 divided by something to give us 4. This has to be 5. Okay, 20 divided by 5 gives us 4. Let's work on our C's. Okay, C to the power of 14, take away something. Has to be 11. C to the power of 11. Let's see, our focus isn't as good this time. C to the power of 11 to give us C3 as a value. C14, take away the 11, keep the base, subtract the values, subtract the powers. 14, take away 11, gives us 3. Right, there's no choice in there. This really has to be our D. Okay, so we've got a D over here and a D down the bottom. So we've got to work out how to get to 8 as our final value. Sorry, our 6 is our final value. It has to be 8. 8 take away 2, working with index law 2 is 6 as our power. Okay, so more clearly it was 20, C, 14. We had to think about the D, we had to think about the 8. Okay, divided by, alright, it had to be 5 in that first box because 20 divided by 5 gives us our 4. Our C's, okay, we had to work out that 14 take away 11 gives us C3. And D squared was there because 8 take away 2 is keep the base, subtract the powers. 8 take away 2 is 6. Okay, so this is just a clearer version of this. This is a much clearer version of this. Last one is 8v to the power of something is 2. The answer is 4 over here. So you think 8 divided by 2 is 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so it kind of feels like this is getting in the way or confusing us. So we really want 8 times 1 on top divided by 2, because we don't want that top value or the top numerator to change from the value of 8, because 8 divided by 2 is where we need to finish up. Value of 4 is given over here. So this is where our power of 0 will come in, because if we have v to the power of 0, anything to the power of 0 gives us our 1. So that's the way we keep the numerator as a value of 8. Our v to the power of 0 is then our 1. So our top is really 8 divided by 2 still. Okay, down here, thanks to Winston, Q in 8C, I'd done this and he realised I'd made a mistake without myself even knowing. Thanks, Winston. Here we go again. These look tricky, they're not really. Okay, let's go B, B, C. I think I oversighted before and thought that this was a B. So B, B, keep the base, add the powers, times C9. Over, keep the base, add the power, so it turns into B to the value of 4, because this is really B1. Okay, times C, keep the base, add the powers. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, this therefore equals 8 take away 4 is B4, C, 9 take away 7 squared. Okay, the rest I did well, but I'll do them again because I had to take the whole video again, but I appreciate Winston finding my mistake. Okay, let's go 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. Now we work with our J's, we keep the base, we add the powers. 6 plus 5 is 11. Let's work with our W's, we keep the base, 1 W and 7, add the powers. That one was more straightforward. This one here is just working with a couple of index laws, okay? So we've got 10 divided by 40. Alright, this might be a good one to have a look at for your test, because 10 pies divided between 40 people, you're not going to even get 1 each. You're going to get less than 1 each if you have 10 pies sharing between 40 people. So some of us can work out that that's actually 0.25 or 1/4. Okay, so that will come into our answer. Let's work out the rest. We could kind of put that aside for now. Let's work on our E's, because we have E, keep the base, add the power. 4 plus 5 is 9. We have Z's, keep the base, add the powers. 2 plus 8 is 10. Over E3 and E4 is going to give us E7 down the bottom, Z6, and a Z is going to give us Z7 as well. Okay, so bringing this one over, let's go back to our 0.25, which came from 10 divided by 40. Now we go index law 2, keep the base, subtract the powers, keep the base, subtract the powers. That's your answer. Okay, 0.25 or 1/4 E squared Z cubed. Okay, this one is, alright, W times, okay, have a look at this. V to the power of 0 has to be 1. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. A letter, a number, a smiley face. Okay, anything to the power of 0 is 1. Times Z, and that is all cubed. Okay, so now everything in here is affected by the power. This now becomes W cubed. This is 1 times 1 times 1, which is still 1, and this is now Z cubed. Okay, that's pretty good progress. So we now might put our coefficient at the front, which is 1, and go W. I thought I missed something. This is cubed here. So we're supposed to use index law 3. W cubed to the power of 3 is actually W to the power of 9. Okay, W9, and then it's Z cubed. So you don't really need the 1. The final answer should be W to the power of 9 and Z cubed. Okay, so 3 times 3 for index law 3 is how we get the W to the power of 9, W to the power of 9.